What is up, my dudes and dudettes? This is Chip Beacherson, and I'm back in the classroom. You thought you could keep me away? You thought I wouldn't come back? But here I am for another rad lab with Mr. Koga, ready to get gnarly. Okay, so Mr. Koga was nice enough to let me come back to talk to you guys, to teach you a little bit, and possibly to blow and bottle some minds. All right, so on the agenda for today, I wanted to do a lab, but I'm just having trouble coming up with the concept. How do we connect back to the landforms, to the bodies of water? Because that's what we do at Rio del Sol. We connect. We always come back to the river. The river's right out there. It's right there. Okay, so I'm having trouble coming up with it. So, wait, hold on. My phone's ringing. So weird. Okay, well, hold on. Let me take this call. I'll be right back.
Hey Chip, I always wanted to see the Grand Canyon because it has such amazing views, but I was curious, how's the Grand Canyon created?
I gotta call you back, Emma. Oh my gosh. Sometimes the universe is so gnarly, it just provides you with inspiration, and you just gotta take it. Life gives you lemons, you make some gnarly lemonade. She asked a great question. That's what this class is good at, asking good questions. So, Emma asked, how did the Grand Canyon get there? How does that gnarly landform, one of the gnarliest canyons in the whole world, how does that get there? So, let's study that today. And then, let's unpack the connection, the relationship between rivers and canyons. Let's see how they connect today. All right, let's jump into this rad lab. Here we go. 3, 2. Greetings! This is Chip Chipperson. I'm back in Mr. Koga's classroom for another gnarly rad lab. All right, today's rad lab is right here. It's all set up. It's all ready to go. We're looking at what is the relationship between rivers and canyons. So we have a nice mountainside set up here. We got some bedrock on the bottom, some pebbles and stones, and even some loose dirt, aka sand. So we're gonna see what happens when we start introducing water into this little equation, and we're gonna see what happens. Is a canyon gonna form? Is Mr. Koga lying to us all? And he doesn't know what he's talking about? We'll see right now. Okay, here comes the first rainstorm. Can you guys unmute and make rain noises like shh? Okay, on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here comes our first storm. Oh, it's raining hard. Here we go. Here it comes. Oh! Look at all the cameras. There's 3 cameras running. And just take a look at the pandemonium happening over here. Okay. All right, rain. Okay, cut the rain. Thank you guys. Great volunteers, a great audience. Cameron, what's going on up there? What's happening right here where that spot's all dug out?
It's traveling down the sand.
Yes. Oh, look at this at the bottom. At the bottom here, and guys, if you can't see all my cameras, you can just leave the meeting and then come right back in, okay? Yes, Cameron, hit the nail on the head. There's a bunch of sand that got moved or transported. And what do we call it when particles are moved from place to place? Erosion! Nailed it, Riley. Very good. All right, so we already have some erosion forming, and I don't know if you can see right here, but this deep little cut is pretty gnarly. Oh man, this is a true rad lab. Because we know once we start seeing gnarly science, that's when it's a true rad lab. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera back in, and then I need a couple more volunteers. I need a big rainstorm this time, okay? This one's bigger than the last one. All right, unmute your microphones, and let's get this party started. Here we go. Go! Oh, I can even make some thunder. All right, rainstorm number 2, keep it going. Oh, they say climate change isn't real? No way, it is a real deal. Whoa, okay, we need the water can. Okay, rain, stop the rain. I wish I could do that in real life, but not really possible. Now, let's take a look at the erosion, because this erosion now, it looks just like the erosion I showed you guys earlier. Who can help me and just tell me, what do you see here? Just tell me about what you see. Jose, what do you see here? What's going on?
I see lots of water came down from the mountain.
Guys, we are doing something that usually takes millions of years. But we're doing it in a couple of minutes. That's pretty crazy. Pretty gnarly, sorry, hello. All right, now, this is the second biggest rainstorm that's gonna hit. So I need even more volunteers. Okay, I need you guys to unmute and make an even bigger rainstorm than last time. Okay, go. Oh, good rainstorm. Oh yeah. That's a good rainstorm. Keep it going. It's the biggest rainstorm I've seen all year. Okay. I think we can all unmute for the biggest rainstorm ever. Okay, everyone unmute and not too loud. Make a rain sound. Go. Oh yeah. We need some thunder. Who can add some thunder? All right. Okay, rainstorm and stop and remute. All right. So let's take the GoPro and the water cam and let's get a nice close view of what happened. It's totally worth it because we got this crazy canyon that formed. So now let's go back to our question. Let's go back to where it all started, where this whole gnarly rad lab began, and refer back to the question of what is the relationship between rivers and canyons?
All right, my dudes and dudettes, to wrap up this rad lab experience, we're going to look at some before and after pictures of our mountainside experiment. All right, in this first picture, you can see the mountainside, and as I pointed out, on the bottom parts, you can see the bedrock and the pebbles and the rocks. Now, check it out. The top layer of all the sand or loose dirt was totally removed. It got totally taken away, and all the water that was rushing down that radical river created a canyon. Alright, this is another picture of the same mountainside, but zoom back a little bit more. In this picture, I want you to look at the bottom part of the mountain. Now look at it after our rad lab. As you can see, the bottom part of the mountain grew, or it looks like it spread, and the particles got taken from one place to another, and that is called erosion, which is awesome. So really look at that bottom part in this picture, how it went from not really showing any sand to showing a ton of sand. Okay, in this last picture, I'm sorry, I wish I could have got a better picture of it, but this is the actual canyon that got dug by that radical river. Alright, the canyon itself is about 2 to 3 inches deep, and that is a huge amount of land for water to be moving. Alright, so I hope you guys learned a lot, and let's look at some of the takeaways that we want to keep inside of our minds and bottle it up for the next rad lab. Alright, 3 main things that I just want you to take away from this gnarly rad lab. First one, canyons are created by rivers over long periods of time. Second thing, erosion equals moving particles from place to place. And the last thing, water can move large and small particles. Alright my friends, this is Mr. Koga here, and that's it for today's rad lab on how rivers and canyons are connected to each other. Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I have so much fun making them, from the filming to the editing to just coming up with all these silly little characters I get to do for you guys. Huge shout out to Mr. Ostrowski, who's also a fellow learning guide here at Rio del Sol, for making the original soundtrack for Rad Lab. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, I'll see you in the next Rad Lab video, and take care.